They rule Europe, but look nothing like the kings you've seen in your history book. Their names don't echo through the halls of most museums. And yet, for over 700 years, African Muslims, the Moors, built empires, designed architectural wonders, and pioneered science, art, and knowledge. They lit up the medieval Spain with running water, streetlights, and libraries, while most of Europe still battle mud and mysteries. They introduced chess, algebra, citrus fruit, and they didn't just rule, they redefined what power, culture, and royalty could look like. So, how did they go from mighty rulers to forgotten shadows in history books? Who were they really? And why aren't we taught about them? This isn't just a story, this is a civilizational epic erase. Let's bring it back, shall we? Who were the Moors? The Moors weren't just one people. There were many Berbers, Arabs, Sub-Saharan Africans, united under Islam and driven by purpose. The word Moor comes from the Latin Mori, first used for Berbers in North Africa. By the early 700s, the Islamic Caliphate stretched across North Africa like wildfire, and then a bold move. In 711 AD, General Tariq ibn Ziyad crossed the Strait of Gibraltar with a Berber-led army. He landed on a rock so iconic it still bears his name, Jabal Tariq Gibraltar. Within a few years, the Iberian Peninsula was theirs. But this wasn't just conquest. This was the start of one of history's greatest multicultural societies, building Al-Andalus, the Moors in Spain. The Moors called their realm Al-Andalus, and it was magnificent. Cities like Cordoba, Seville, Toledo, and Granada bloomed under their rule. By the 10th century, Cordoba was Western Europe's crown jewel, the largest city, the brightest light, over 70 libraries, one with 400,000 books. While most of Europe fumbled through the Dark Ages, Moorish Spain was making scientific breakthrough. They brought algebra, astronomy, and medicine into the European spotlight, and their farming genius with citrus grove, silk farms, and irrigation that turns deserts into gardens. The Golden Age, culture, tolerance, and genius. Under Moorish rule, three faiths thrived: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. This era of convivencia, coexistence, sparked something rare. Synagogues beside mosques, scholars sharing scrolls, markets selling books, not just bread. They didn't just tolerate difference, they fed off it. Thinkers like Maimonides, Averroes, their work influenced everyone from Aquinas to Galileo, and the art next level. The great mosque of Cordoba wasn't just a place of prayer, it was a marble and light declaration of brilliance. Moorish Spain wasn't just advanced, it was alive. Moorish dynasties, Umayyads to Naris, the ruling dynasties legendary. It started with the Umayyads, who built a caliphate in Cordoba. Abd al-Rahman III turned it into one of the most powerful cities on earth. Later came the Berber-led Almoravids and Almohads, warriors and purists who revigorated Moorish power. And finally, the poetic brilliance of Nasrid in Granada. They gave us the Alhambra, not just a palace but a love letter to geometric and calligraphy and light. They rule from behind intricate archway under ceiling carved like stars. The Reconquista, a slow collapse. But while the Moors rose, Christian kingdom in the north plotted a return. Over centuries, they clawed their way south, town by town, in the campaign known as the Reconquista. Still, the kingdom of Granada held out, paying tribute, making deals, preserving its magic. But in 1492, yes, the same year Columbus sailed, the walls finally fell. Ferdinand and Isabella took Granada, and the last Moorish king, Boabdil, handed over the keys. Legend says his mother told him to whip like a woman for the kingdom. You could not defend as a man. Aftermath and erasure. Then came the purge. Muslims and Jews were forced to convert, flee, or die. Arabic books were burned. Mosques were remade into churches. History was rewritten. Europe erased the Moors from memory. Their brilliance, claimed by others, their African roots scrubbed away. Even the word Moor turned into a slur, but they never truly vanished. Their fingertips are on Spanish architectures. Their poetry echoes in European philosophy. Their knowledge helped build the modern world. You just have to know where to look. This isn't just about conquest, it's about contribution. The Moors reshaped Europe in ways we still benefit from today. Their art, their language, their science, their systems. Though their kingdoms fell, their legacy still stands. It's in the arches of the Alhambra, in the numbers we use, in the words we speak, in the books that sparked the Renaissance. To forget the Moors is to forget ourselves. So next time someone says Europe was shaped by Rome, Greece, and the Christendom, ask them this: have you heard about the African kings who ruled Spain for 700 years? Do you know what the world lost when the last Moorish kingdom fell in 1492? Because history remembers those who are the loudest. And now it's time the Moors were heard. So here's a question for you. What parts of the Moors stories do you think deserve a bigger spotlight in today's history books? How different do you think Europe and the world might look today if Moorish rule had continued? Let us know in the comment section below. Ready for more royal intrigue and timeless tale? Check out the next video on screen to uncover another fascinating chapter in history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all things royal. See you in the next video.